Hello everyone, I'm SP and welcome to my show I Love TCAP, where I go over my favorite segments of Dateline to Catch a Predator.
Come on, don't you want to hang out in the hot tub?
No.
Or it could be that they've seen our investigations and become suspicious.
Please,
Oh my God!
Put your hands up.
No!
Put your hands up. Go down on your knees.
We're on episode 17, and to be honest, I don't have a very quippy opening for you guys this time. Jet lag is real, and so I'm recovering from a trip to Japan. But don't worry, my brain's not as scrambled as these guys' excuses. Before we dive in, I do want to take a moment to thank you guys for all the support on the show. These are some of my most popular videos on my channel, and it's really fun to go over a show I love and meet some new friends. Now back to business. Today's episode is going to be a bit more relaxed again thanks to jet lag, but we're diving into one of the doughiest predators. People call him the curious predator. I call him Winnie the Pooh because, he's fat and pathetic.
Personality!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dan Allen, the curious predator, to the chopping block. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. If you're new here, make sure to check out the playlist for more cringeworthy episodes. And let's get started.
Oh God, it's so good. So good. So good and tasty.
Alright, here we are, ready to get started. Dan Allen. Honestly, just look at him. Like, I know we just started, but just look at him. Just look at him. He looks like Patrick Starr with like a wig on. With like a gray Martha Stewart wig on. I'm sorry.
He walks in and he makes himself right at home. I mean, he basically acts as if he were showing up at an old friend's house.
Well, I want to take a shower and look pretty and everything.
I don't know. We clearly have the element of surprise.
Before Chris goes and beats Chris, I gotta say, I do hate it the most when they're like super comfortable about it. Yeah, at first he looked real suspicious, but when he got in, he was just hanging out. So yeah, I hate it when they're not suspicious at all. When they act so, not nonchalant and they're just so calm. It's gross to me.
I mean, these guys sometimes don't know whether to think I'm the mad dad who came in unexpectedly, the police, or an investigative reporter. And so their mind is whirling away trying to figure out how they're going to deal with this situation.
Yeah. And
sometimes they just decide they're going to, act like they did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I think I agree about a lot of guys not really, I think having the element of surprise and the guys not really knowing how to take Chris is very helpful. If you ever want to shake somebody, you got to make sure they're not comfortable. And these guys, some of them, they try to get comfortable first so that they can take Chris.
Could you come on over here and have a seat, please?
Jeez. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
Good, sit down. What's going on?
I'm just meeting a friend that I met on the internet.
Trying to be... Oh, hold on. You have to go over the screen name. Hold on. AKA trying to be normal.
What's going on?
Trying to be normal. I'm not going to make the cliche joke of, well, you're failing there. But yeah, trying to be normal, I can't not say it. It's kind of funny and ironic.
I'm just meeting a friend that I met on the internet.
Really? Alan did not miss a beat. It was almost as if when I walked in, I was somebody he had met before. No.
Yeah, just look at how he's talking regular.
But this was a bad situation. That what he was doing here constituted a felony. He was here to have a date with a 13-year-old. And yet now he's going to be my best friend. And who's your friend who you met on the internet?
Sam.
Sam?
Yes.
And Sam is who?
Person I met off the internet.
Man, woman?
Oh, it's a girl.
It's a girl.
I don't know how old. That's why I'm here. I'm just curious.
There he goes.
Say they're curious.
There he goes. Just curious. The jester too. Just curious.
Curious, and I'm sure they are curious. But when you go back and read the chat log, it's not hard to see that they were more than curious.
Yeah.
They were there to actually have a sexual liaison.
It was curiosity absolutely curiosity that got me.
And what's your name?
Dan.
Dan. And what's your last name, Dan?
Alan.
Alan. We knew that there was a conviction in his past. It had to do with a domestic incident, stalking. You know, he'd gotten in trouble for that. So, you know, here he is, some years later, apparently willing to commit another crime.
You know, I honestly forgot. You know, I've paid a lot of attention to Catch a Predator in the past years, and I sort of stayed away from it just to be more fresh for the show. I forgot the guy had a felony on his hands for being a stalker. Just imagine seeing that outside your house at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, man, that would be terrifying.
How old are you, Dan?
47.
47.
But, you know...
And you say, just wait 1 second, and you say, wow, 13, am I too old? Nah, am I too young? I hate to say this, but you're not. Why do you hate to say that? Because it's like I'm some old pervert, but girls your age are so much more fun.
I'd have conversations like this with people that turn out to be guys more than half the time, you know, or they turn out to be very nice women, and that's basically how it goes out there. You know what I mean?
That was quite a bit to take in just then. They turn out to be guys. Well, this one did turn out to be a guy, but a guy in a kitchen with a suit on. But like, what was I gonna say? It's like, I see what he means by being curious to make sure, and like maybe this is the one time he got caught being curious. But then he says 13-year-olds are more fun, which that's just disgusting. That's that's just a gross way to put it. I don't know what other way to put it, honestly. So that's just disgusting.
But if somebody tells you they're a 13-year-old girl, don't you see something inappropriate about that?
Maybe so, but I had my big doubts that she was 13.
But if somebody says they're 13, maybe you should just stay away.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely.
Why take a chance?
Like I say, a couple past experiences show that they're never 13. You know.
So you visited people online. You visited people who you met online who said they were 13 before?
Well, yeah, 13 or 15.
So it's not the first time you've done it.
15?
Well, no, wait a minute. I've never met a 13-year-old girl from offline.
But what I'm saying is, did you ever go meet somebody who said they were 13 online?
No, not 13.
15.
16 in my area, and it was a guy that was, I don't know, mid-20s, you know, who had a big laugh on me. That's why I was just very curious.
There were a few moments when I was talking to Dan Allen where I thought, you know, based upon the look in his eye, that this could go a couple different ways.
Yeah, because the dude looks crazy.
One of them, not so good.
Yeah, the dude looks fucking
I wish I
crazy.
could just run home with my tail between my legs, and I feel like apologizing, but I mean, like, it's cyber. Who do I apologize to? And I don't know. I feel sick.
Well, I am not the police. But I am Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer predators. He knows that he's in a bad situation once the camera guys come out. And so he's not going to try to be my pal anymore. He's mad.
Well, you better, I'll shove that camera down your
I
throat.
don't think you're going to want to do that.
That's always a good line. I think that's an underrated line. I think a lot of people don't hear it or whatever. Sorry, I got a little distracted for a second, but yeah, I think a lot of people don't hear that line. Because he genuinely threatens.
I don't know. I feel sick.
Well, I am not the police. But I am Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer predators. He knows that he's in a bad situation once the the camera guys come out. And so he's not going to try to be my pal anymore. He's mad.
Well, you better, I'll shove that camera down his throat.
I don't think he's going to want to do that.
Why is that?
I don't think you'll want to do it. Now, we can't keep you here. If you
The
want to say
boom.
anything else to us,
The
we'd love
boom.
to hear it. You're free to leave, obviously, if you want to go. Had he decided to pursue the more aggressive route, and had he gotten physical, I mean, you know, we had security there, and security people would have stepped in to prevent that.
I would have loved to see that. This Patrick Star, Winnie the Pooh motherfucker, just like swinging security guys around. I would have loved to see that. Because the security guy from the Ravi one was old as shit. So I would have loved to see that.
Okay, but can I talk to you outside?
You can say whatever you want to say.
Well, I mean, I obviously want to say something off camera.
Well, I can't have the cameras turned off at this point.
And that guy
Then
getting
I'd
closer.
like to say that pretty much I think you have it all wrong. But your point's well taken.
If you want to follow up, my email's on here. My phone's on there. You can call me. Talk to me if you want to follow up.
Hi, guys. Pretty weird. Cut.
Oh my god, pretty weird. Cut. To be honest, him saying he wanted to turn the cameras off just added on to how creepy this guy was. He was already creepy from threatening to shove the camera down someone's throat. But it's just, the guy is just so, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to liken him to a creepier character than SpongeBob's, it's not SpongeBob, but than Patrick, but like, or Winnie the Pooh. But like, the guy is just, he just has a creepy aura around him. And it's kind of, it's weird. But, cut, that was funny.
I know that what he wants to do is get me outside off camera and try to convince me that he shouldn't be a part of our investigation.
Yeah.
And that's just not an option. And so, it sounds weird, but I'm trying to be, you know, polite and decent with the guy, but yet at the same time suggest that, okay, it's time to go. Well, they're going to stay on. I mean, you're free to leave at any time. I mean, I'm not going to try and...
Yeah, now he wants him out.
If you have anything else you'd like to say, fine.
No, you're just doing a story, and you know I've got caught up in it, is what you're saying. But it's probably a very good story.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Look on Chris's face.
Nope.
Free to go. Why don't you come on out the front if you want? Sure. Yeah. I think sometimes
I've never caught that they let him out the front
these
door.
guys are trying to figure out, you know, how they're going to leave. You know, if they go out a
Christmas
different
tree.
door, they're better off doing that. Most of these guys are not hardened criminals who are going to try and run from police. Once they see that they're going to be arrested, that a number of deputies or officers are there, they pretty much cooperate.
He's guilty and sentenced to 3 years in state prison. Oh my god. What a character. And again, I can't think of a character to liken him to. He's just so chubby and pink, but at the same time, you would think that's like it's cuddly, like a Chansey or like a Wigglytuff, but it's not. It's creepy. All right, we're done here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.